Have you ever stood up from your chair and felt like your legs weren't quite ready to follow? As if your body hesitated for a moment, unsteady, uncertain, like your muscles were no longer in sync with your mind. For many older adults, these subtle moments become all too familiar. Stairs feel steeper, neighborhood walks grow shorter, and confidence slowly fades. But what if I told you this isn't just aging? And more importantly, it doesn't have to stay this way. New research in senior health reveals something both powerful and refreshingly simple. There's a common food you likely already have in your kitchen. When eaten at the right time, it has the power to help restore strength, improve balance, and reconnect your brain and muscles in as little as 12 hours. No prescriptions, no complicated routines. Just science-backed habits that support healthy aging and bring you closer to the vitality you deserve after 50. If you've ever felt like your legs were a step behind your will, or that your independence was quietly slipping away, this might be the most important thing you watch today. At Live Healthy After 50, we're here to remind you your body remembers how to be strong. All it needs are the right signals, and today you'll learn how to send them. If this resonates with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share in the comments. Have you ever experienced that moment when your legs didn't quite respond like they used to? We'd love to hear your story. Now let's dive into the truth behind muscle loss after 60 and the everyday morning routine that could help you feel stronger in just one day. Number 1, the real reason your legs weaken after 60 isn't age. It's easy to blame aging when your legs start to feel slower, weaker, or more unsteady than they used to. You stand up from the couch and pause just for a second because your balance feels off. You climb the stairs and notice you're holding the railing tighter. Many people over 60 assume this is simply the cost of getting older, but that assumption might be doing more harm than good. Because the truth is, the gradual decline in leg strength that so many seniors experience is not just about aging. It's about something happening inside your body, something most doctors don't explain fully. And once you understand it, everything changes. It's called sarcopenia, a medical term that sounds technical, but its impact is very real. Sarcopenia refers to the gradual loss of muscle mass and function that tends to occur as we age. But here's the part that surprises most people. Sarcopenia doesn't begin in the muscles. It begins in the nervous system. Your brain is the command center. Your spinal cord is the communication highway. And your muscles, they're the workers waiting for instructions. Every time you move, even for the smallest task, your brain sends electrical signals through your spine and nerves to tell your muscles what to do. But as we grow older, that line of communication begins to falter. Think of it like a construction site. The workers, your muscles, are still on the job, still capable. But if the foreman's walkie-talkie is dying, the instructions don't get through. That's exactly what happens when your neuromuscular system starts to weaken. The muscles may still be there, but they don't activate properly. The signal is delayed or lost entirely. In fact, research from the National Institutes of Health has shown that neuromuscular degradation begins quietly in midlife. Starting as early as your 40s or 50s, your body's ability to quickly and efficiently send movement commands begins to slow. This lag affects how fast your muscles respond, how well they stabilize you, and how strongly they contract when you need them, most like catching yourself during a misstep or standing from a low seat. Here's the good news. Muscle loss from sarcopenia isn't inevitable, and it's certainly not irreversible. Studies in the journals of gerontology have found that targeted habits, especially those that improve nerve-muscle communication, can reverse up to 30% of functional decline in seniors within weeks. Let me tell you about someone this affected. James, a 71-year-old retired mechanic from Kansas City, had always been strong and active, but in recent years, he found himself hesitating when getting up from chairs. His legs felt fine, but there was a strange pause, like his body was waiting for a signal that didn't come. He brushed it off as just old age. That is until one day he missed a step in the garage and ended up with a bruised hip and a shaken sense of independence. After working with a rehabilitation specialist, James learned that his muscles weren't the problem. The real issue was the weakening of his neuromuscular signals, the same delay we just talked about. With a few simple changes to his routine, including targeted nutrition and specific morning habits, he began noticing improvements in balance and responsiveness in under 2 weeks. His story isn't rare. It's part of a growing wave of understanding in senior health that the key to better movement lies not just in muscle, but in the brain's ability to talk to those muscles. It's why programs focused on healthy aging now include more than just physical therapy. They include nutritional strategies, cognitive activation, and morning protocols designed to reestablish those brain-to-muscle connections. One of the most promising findings in the past few years comes from the European Journal of Applied Physiology. Their study found that older adults who engaged in daily neuromuscular stimulation activities combined with protein-rich morning meals saw significantly faster reaction times and reduced fall risk compared to those who focused only on exercise. This is why preventing aging diseases means looking beyond the surface. When your legs feel weak, it might not be the muscles themselves. It could be that the signal just isn't getting through. And if we can fix the signal, we can often restore the strength. So if you've ever felt like your body isn't quite keeping up with your intentions, that your legs are lagging behind your thoughts, it's not your imagination. It's a real physical disconnect, and the best news is you can do something about it. Coming up, you'll learn about the specific nutrients that help restore that lost connection and how one everyday breakfast could be your body's wake-up call. Number 2, leucine, the muscle repair switch hiding in your breakfast. If you've ever felt like your muscles aren't responding the way they used to, there may be a reason that has nothing to do with your effort. You could be stretching, walking daily, eating what feels like enough protein, and still your strength doesn't return. Your legs feel slower, your arms tire faster. It's frustrating. But there's one missing link that might explain why. That link is leucine. Leucine is an amino acid. It's found naturally in protein-rich foods like eggs, chicken, and dairy. But it isn't just any amino acid. It's the one your body depends on to trigger muscle repair. Scientists refer to leucine as an anabolic switch. Without it, your body may have all the ingredients to rebuild muscle, but no signal to get started. Imagine walking into a fully stocked kitchen. There's food, spices, pots, and pans. But unless someone turns on the stove, nothing cooks. That's what leucine does. It flips the switch. It tells your body, start building now. And for older adults, that signal becomes more important than ever. As we age, the body becomes less sensitive to general protein intake. What might have been enough at 30 or 40 no longer gets the job done at 60. This condition is called anabolic resistance, and it's one of the reasons why seniors can lose muscle even when they're eating well. To overcome it, your meals need to include a threshold dose of leucine. So what does that look like in real life? Most research suggests you need about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in a single meal to activate muscle protein synthesis. That's roughly what you'll find in 1 scoop of whey protein isolate, about 4 ounces of chicken breast, or 2 to 3 large eggs depending on size. This is one of the most powerful doctor tips for older adults. Aim for protein that isn't just high in quantity, but high in quality. And leucine is the gold standard of quality when it comes to preserving and rebuilding muscle. Dr. Emily Harris, a geriatric specialist based in Oregon, recently explained in the Journal of Aging and Health that leucine is essential for breaking through the wall of anabolic resistance. Without it, our most nutrient-dense meals may not actually signal the muscle to grow. And it's not just theory. Let me tell you about Rosa, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Tampa, Florida. After 2 years of feeling sluggish and unsteady, she began a simple morning routine, a whey protein shake blended with banana and spinach. Within 3 weeks, she reported being able to walk farther without fatigue, and for the first time in years, she stood up from her garden bench without needing help. The secret wasn't some exotic supplement. It was leucine. This story isn't rare. Hospitals across the country are now including whey protein supplements in recovery protocols for older adults. Why? Because muscle doesn't rebuild from calories alone. It needs a clear, strong command, and leucine delivers that command. Here's another important point. Daily habits for longevity don't have to be complex. They just have to be consistent. Adding leucine-rich foods to your breakfast is one of the simplest ways to give your body the message it needs. Want a quick example? Try this. 2 whole eggs cooked any way you like, a scoop of whey protein isolate mixed in unsweetened almond milk, half a cup of berries for antioxidants. That one meal contains the amino acids, vitamins, and muscle-triggering power your body's asking for. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults over 60 who consume at least 30 grams of high-quality protein in their first meal show up to 25% greater retention of lean muscle mass than those who skip or delay protein intake. This is where your personal senior nutrition guide comes into play. You don't need expensive powders or complicated meal plans. You need to give your muscles a reason to stay strong. You need to give them leucine. So if you've been wondering why your workouts aren't helping the way they used to, or why strength gains seem to plateau, the issue might not be what you're doing. It might be what your body's not hearing. Without leucine, there's a no-go signal. With it, the engine turns back on. And when your muscles start responding again, so does everything else. Your balance, your posture, your ability to carry groceries or climb stairs without a pause. That's what rebuilding from the inside out really means. Number 3, choline. The missing link between your brain and your muscles. You decide to stand up, but your body doesn't move right away. There's a pause, half a second, just enough to feel it. Or maybe you start walking and notice your legs feel disconnected, like they're a step behind your thoughts. This subtle delay isn't just in your imagination, it's a signal. And the root of it lies in one overlooked molecule your body depends on every single time you move. That molecule is acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is what transforms your intention into action. It carries the signal from your brain through your nerves and tells your muscles, move now. Without enough of it, even the strongest muscles can feel slow, stiff, or unresponsive. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body can't make acetylcholine out of thin air. It needs choline to build it. And the best source of choline, the food sitting quietly in your fridge eggs. More specifically, the yolks. 2 whole eggs provide over 300 milligrams of choline. That's nearly 60% of what most adults need each day. And yet, according to data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, more than 90% of Americans don't get enough choline, especially those over 60. Why does that matter? Because as we age, our ability to produce and use acetylcholine declines naturally. It's one of the reasons seniors experience delayed reaction, times, decreased balance, and even memory lapses. And mornings are when the shortage hits hardest. Right after waking up, your acetylcholine levels are at their lowest. That's why your legs might feel stiff. That's why balance feels off when you step out of bed. But this is also the perfect time to restore it. Eating a choline-rich breakfast right away can help your nervous system reboot before the day begins. Let me give you a real example. David, 74, from Asheville, North Carolina, had been waking up each day feeling off balance. He described it as my legs not waking up when I do. His doctor ruled out major health issues and suggested trying something surprisingly simple, 2 whole eggs within 30 minutes of waking. Within a week, David noticed a shift. His mornings felt steadier, his steps more responsive. That slight delay between thought and action had started to fade. Stories like David's are becoming more common as natural health for seniors gets the attention it deserves. Researchers from the Journal of Nutritional Neuroscience found that older adults who consumed at least 400 milligrams of choline daily showed significant improvements in motor coordination and muscle response times. Not in months, but in days. Choline isn't just about movement either. It's also essential for memory, focus, and mood. In fact, the brain uses acetylcholine for nearly everything that requires attention and decision-making. That's why some experts now refer to it as the get-up-and-go molecule for both your body and your mind. But timing matters. Your body is most receptive to neurological repair early in the day. By starting your morning with a choline-rich meal, you're aligning with your body's natural rhythm. You're not just feeding it, you're activating it. Here's a simple morning habit that supports over 60 wellness. 2 eggs lightly cooked to preserve nutrients. A handful of sauteed spinach or kale for added antioxidants. A slice of whole grain toast or a spoonful of avocado for healthy fats. This trio provides the foundation for movement, balance, and brain clarity, all before 8 a.m. And if you don't eat eggs, other good sources of choline include soybeans, Brussels sprouts, and quinoa. While they don't pack quite the same punch as egg yolks, they can still support the system when used consistently, especially when paired with light movement and other neurosupportive nutrients. Choline is not some trendy supplement. It's a fundamental part of your biology, one that too often gets ignored as we age. But once it's restored, something beautiful happens. Your body feels more responsive, your steps feel more intentional, and your mind clearer. This is what it means to support aging gracefully. Not by chasing youth, but by giving your body the tools it needs to perform at its best today. If you've ever felt that slight delay between "I want to move" and your body actually moving, it could be a sign that your nervous system is asking for help. And the answer might be as simple as 2 eggs on your plate. Not as a cure, but as a signal. A reminder to your body that it's still capable, that it can still move with confidence. And that strength after 60 is not a thing of the past, it's a choice we make every morning. Number 4, nitric oxide. The key to better blood flow and stronger legs. Your muscles need fuel to move. Not just calories, but oxygen, nutrients, circulation. And as we get older, that delivery system begins to slow down. You might feel it when your legs start to burn after a short walk, or when your recovery from simple tasks like gardening or carrying groceries takes longer than it used to. The heaviness in your legs isn't just fatigue, it's a sign your blood isn't getting where it needs to go. And the cause, aging blood vessels. As we pass 60, our arteries and veins become less flexible, they narrow, they stiffen, and the flow of oxygen-rich blood to our muscles drops. That means even if you're eating well and staying active, your muscles might not be receiving what they need to stay strong. It's like trying to water your plants with a hose that's slowly closing shut. No matter how long you water, the garden still wilts. But there's a molecule inside your body that can fix this. It's called nitric oxide, and it could be one of the most overlooked longevity secrets for aging well. Nitric oxide is produced naturally by the lining of your blood vessels. Its job is simple but critical. It tells your vessels when to relax and widen. That expansion allows more blood to move through more oxygen to reach your tissues and more nutrients to feed your muscles. It's your body's way of opening the highway. The problem, by age 65, nitric oxide levels can drop by up to 75%. And when nitric oxide is low, blood flow slows. Muscles tire faster. Balance suffers. Healing takes longer. But here's the exciting part. You can boost nitric oxide naturally. And one of the best tools is sitting in the produce section of your local store beets. Beets, especially raw or in juice form, are rich in dietary nitrates. When consumed, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide in the body. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who drank beetroot juice saw measurable improvements in muscle power and walking speed within just hours, not weeks, hours. Let me introduce you to Linda, 69, from Flagstaff, Arizona. She used to describe her legs as cement blocks in the morning. Getting out of bed, walking to the kitchen, everything felt heavy. Her doctor suggested trying beet juice in the morning before her daily walk. Reluctantly, she did. After just 5 days, she noticed her legs felt lighter. Her pace picked up. She didn't need to sit down as quickly. It wasn't magic, it was circulation. Beets aren't just for detox or trendy smoothies. For many older adults, they are a powerful tool to restore what the aging process quietly takes away. When combined with movement, like a gentle 15-minute walk, the benefits double. That walk activates the muscles, encouraging the body to use the extra oxygen and nutrients now available. The result, more energy, faster recovery, less soreness. Want to try this routine for yourself? Here's a simple, science-backed protocol. Drink 8 to 10 ounces of beetroot juice first thing in the morning. Wait about 90 minutes to allow nitrate conversion. Then go for a short walk around the block in the backyard or even indoors. Bonus, add a handful of leafy greens like arugula or spinach to your breakfast. They're nitrate-rich too and support the same blood flow benefits. If you're concerned about the natural sugars in beet juice, don't be. When paired with movement, the sugars are used for energy, not stored as fat. You can also blend your beet juice with Greek yogurt or a scoop of protein to slow absorption and keep blood sugar stable. Improving circulation isn't just about feeling more energized. It's about preserving independence. When your legs feel strong, you move more. When you move more, your heart, brain, and immune system all benefit. It's one of the smartest longevity tips you can act on, no pills required. This is what aging smarter looks like. It's not about fighting age. It's about understanding what your body needs and giving it the tools to thrive. So the next time your legs feel heavy or slow, don't blame yourself. Look at your circulation and remember, sometimes the smallest changes, like drinking beet juice and taking a morning walk, can unlock strength you didn't know you still had. Number 5, dark leafy greens, nature's anti-inflammatory medicine for aging legs. You didn't overdo it, you didn't fall, but your legs ache. Not a sharp pain, just that low, dull soreness that hangs around even on days you take it easy. You stretch, you rest, but the heaviness stays. What you're feeling isn't weakness, it's inflammation. And not the kind that comes from injury. This is silent. It builds slowly, it lingers, and it quietly chips away at your strength over time. This kind of low-grade inflammation is one of the most overlooked causes of leg fatigue in older adults. It affects how your muscles recover, how fast they respond, and whether your body can rebuild what time has taken. Doctors call it chronic systemic inflammation. And while it's not always visible, it leaves a mark. When your immune system is constantly on, even just a little, it releases compounds like IL-6 and TNF-alpha. These molecules in high amounts block muscle repair, slow nerve signaling, and leave your body in a constant state of wear and tear. Over time, this can make your legs feel like they've aged 10 years faster than the rest of you. But here's the part that gives hope. You can quiet this fire naturally, without pills, without side effects. The solution may already be sitting on your dinner plate. Dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, mustard greens, arugula. These aren't just salad fillers. They are some of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories known to nutrition science. They work gently, steadily, and consistently, exactly what the aging body needs. Let's break it down. These greens are rich in plant compounds called polyphenols, especially quercetin. According to a 2019 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology, older adults who consumed polyphenol-rich greens daily experienced a significant drop in inflammation markers, specifically IL-6, within 4 weeks. That's not just numbers on a lab report. That's fewer aches, more energy, easier movement. But that's not all. These greens also deliver magnesium, helps relax tight muscles, lower stress hormones, and improve sleep. Chlorophyll helps flush out inflammatory byproducts and supports detox. Natural nitrates support nitric oxide production and boost circulation. Let me share a story. Marvin, 73, from Bakersfield, California, used to struggle with persistent soreness in his legs. He had tried stretching routines, massage tools, even warm baths. Nothing seemed to touch the discomfort. Then, after reading about anti-inflammatory foods, he started adding a cup of steamed kale to his breakfast, just a small change. Within 10 days, he felt different. His legs didn't feel on fire after his morning walk. He moved better. And perhaps most importantly, he said, "I stopped dreading the stairs." This is what smart senior home remedies look like. Simple, effective, rooted in real food, not fads. So how do you make this work for you? Start small. Just 1 cup of dark leafy greens with your first meal of the day. Morning is best because your body's internal clock is more sensitive to anti-inflammatory signals early in the day. Eating greens before noon helps calm the immune system for the hours that follow. Here's a quick idea. Scramble 2 eggs with a handful of spinach and olive oil. Add a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds for extra magnesium. Or blend a smoothie with kale, banana, Greek yogurt, and lemon juice. According to the Senior Nutrition Guide, pairing greens with healthy fats like avocado or extra virgin olive oil helps your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin K and lutein, which also support muscle recovery and joint health. If raw greens don't sit well with your stomach, lightly steaming or sautéing them can make digestion easier while preserving their anti-inflammatory benefits. You don't need a perfect diet. You need small daily habits that tell your body, "I'm not fighting anymore. It's okay to heal." That's what aging well is really about. Not avoiding time, but easing the weight it puts on your body. And for many, that begins with the color green, a cup of kale, a handful of arugula, a quiet signal to your immune system that it can finally relax. Your legs can finally let go of the ache, and you can finally move without that hidden burden. Sometimes the path to stronger legs doesn't start in your muscles, it starts in your immune system and in the vegetables on your plate. Number 6, morning routine. The simple meal that rebuilds strength from the inside out. There's a moment right after you wake up when your body's listening. It's waiting. It hasn't yet decided how strong today will be. And what you do in those first 30 minutes, what you eat, how you move, can set the tone for the entire day. Most people think recovery and strength come from hard workouts or expensive supplements. But for adults over 50, one of the most powerful tools is actually what happens at your kitchen table before 9 a.m. Here's why it matters. After a full night of sleep, your body wakes up in a state of reset. Your blood sugar is low, your nervous system is quiet, your muscle fibers haven't received any instructions yet. And this makes morning the perfect window to feed your body exactly what it needs to build muscle, restore nerve signals, and reduce inflammation. What does that look like in practice? Start with 2 whole eggs. They provide choline for brain-to-muscle signaling. They give you high-quality protein with leucine, the trigger for muscle repair. And they're one of the most complete natural foods for healthy aging. Next, add a serving of dark leafy greens sautéed in extra virgin olive oil. This gives your body magnesium, quercetin, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds to calm soreness and improve circulation. Spinach, kale, mustard greens, take your pick. They're all winners. Then comes a smoothie. Blend 1 ripe banana with a small roasted beet and a scoop of whey protein, isolate. The banana adds potassium for hydration and muscle contraction. The beet delivers nitrates to boost nitric oxide and blood flow. And the protein provides the building blocks your muscles need to grow. This 3-part meal isn't just breakfast, it's a full-body wake-up call. Tom, 66, from Portland, Oregon, had spent years feeling drained by mid-morning. He wasn't sick, he exercised, but his strength never came back the way he hoped. After learning about the role of morning nutrition, he started this exact routine. Within 2 weeks, his legs felt stronger. He stood up without hesitation. His posture improved. And for the first time in years, he stopped relying on the stair rail. The food is only part of the story. Movement is the second piece. After breakfast, take a short 15-minute walk. Not a power walk, just enough to get your blood moving. This light activity tells your nervous system the fuel has arrived. Use it. It helps reconnect your brain to your muscles, it activates balance, it boosts coordination, and it sets the rhythm for the rest of your day. This isn't just good advice, it's backed by science. Studies published in the American Journal of Physiology show that gentle morning movement improves muscle responsiveness in adults over 60 by increasing neuromuscular signaling and blood flow to working limbs. It's one of the easiest daily habits for longevity that anyone can start today. After your walk, refuel with something light: a small handful of walnuts, a spoonful of cottage cheese, a piece of fruit. This helps replenish nutrients used during movement and gives your muscles a little extra support. This whole process, from breakfast to walk to snack, takes less than an hour. No gym, no equipment, just real food, gentle motion, and a decision to treat your mornings as the foundation of your strength. For many, this is the moment when things begin to change. Not because the food is magic, but because the routine is consistent, and consistency is where transformation happens. This is what it means to live healthy after 50, not with extremes, but with choices that support your body's natural rhythm. A rhythm that, when respected, unlocks energy, balance, and strength even in your later years. You don't have to rebuild everything at once. Just start with breakfast. Start with a walk. Start with a small decision to give your body what it's asking for, and then let it do what it was designed to do. Because healing isn't loud, it's quiet, it's steady, and it often begins at your breakfast table. Muscle isn't just for strength, it's for independence. It's what allows you to rise from a chair with confidence, take that walk around the block without fear, and hold your grandchild's hand without needing support. And here's the truth: your body hasn't forgotten how to be strong. It's been waiting for the right signals. After 60, you don't need to accept weakness as a fact of life. With the right habits, just a smoothie, a couple of eggs, and a short morning walk, you begin sending a new message to your body. One that says, I'm not giving up, I'm rebuilding. You don't need a big change to start feeling better. You just need a small one and a reason to begin. Let that reason be you. If this helped you see aging in a new light, don't forget to subscribe to Live Healthy After 50. Every week, we share real tools for healthy aging, senior health tips, and a stronger, more confident you, because your health is your greatest wealth.